Hi, welcome to Art with True Color. My name is Carly. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a stack of Gelli prints into a little hand-bound journal. There are a lot of things that you can do with this journal. This particular one is for my daily planning pages for the month of August, but you could really use it for anything. I've used them for travel journals or just as a regular base to start your art journal so that you don't start with a blank page. Sometimes that can be intimidating. So, hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy the video today, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting lots more videos like this to come. Thank you. Okay, here are the supplies that you're going to need to create your journal. I have a stack of Gelli prints, and I actually did these Gelli prints on both sides, so these are two-sided Gelli prints. I have a roll of waxed linen thread, which is for bookmaking, a bone folder, which you could also use like a credit card or a gift card. You just want something to help you get a good crease, a pair of scissors, a needle that the eye is big enough for your linen thread to go through, some binder clips, an awl, which is a sharp pokey tool that you use in bookmaking to make your holes, and then just some random book. A phone book works great. I have an old sewing book, and you'll see what that's for in just a minute. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start with the bone folder, and we're going to start folding the pages in half. Now this paper is it's 9 by 12 and the brand is Canson, so this is just from a sketchbook journal. It's 65-pound paper. I love this weight. I think it works really well for Gelli prints. They don't wrinkle, but it's not like too thick that it's really hard to work with. So all I'm gonna do is take the Gelli prints and start folding them in half. And when I get them in half, I'm gonna press that crease and then go over it with the bone folder, so it just gives you a nice crisp fold. Okay, and then I'm gonna do all of the papers that I have that way.
When we were younger, we thought everyone was on our side. Then
Alright, so now I have my stack of papers that are folded in half. So these are 6 by 9. So you know, you can really make this any size that you want, just depending on how you cut your paper or what size paper you buy. But once you get your stack that are folded in half, start putting them together. So you're going to make what is called a signature, which is basically just a stack of papers folded in half that are sewn together. So you can start lining them up. Okay, so you want to get them stacked where the edges are all very even. And since you want these to really stay even, I take binder clips and just clip them on all sides so that as I'm working with it and punching holes and stuff, it doesn't shift around. Okay. Now our next step is going to be to punch holes. So we take the awl and we're going to punch holes. Now this is the reason why I have the book, because you don't really want to punch holes in your table, and you want the awl to be able to sink down past your last page. So by placing your journal on top of a book, you can go through, you make sure you go through all of the pages. Now, if you're super OCD, you can totally measure these, but I'm not, so I really don't care if they're super even. So I just do one hole in the middle, pushing the awl through all of the layers. And then I do one hole about 1 inch from each edge. Alright, so I have 3 holes in my journal. And what I'm going to do now is cut my thread. So I have this waxed linen thread, and I'm going to do about 3, maybe 4 lengths of my journal worth of the thread. So that's about 3 extra long lengths. We'll cut that right there and then thread our needle. Okay, so I have my needle threaded, and what I'm going to do is start in the at the back of the book in the middle hole and put the needle through, and then pull the thread through until I have a tail, and you want that tail to be maybe 8 inches. Flip your book over, and then you can go through either the top or the bottom. We'll just go through the top hole and pull it through to the back side. Now you want your thread to be taut, so you want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be so tight that when you open and close the book it pulls and rips your holes bigger. So definitely play around with it, find that happy medium. Okay, so we just went through the top hole. We're going to come all the way down to the bottom and then push the needle through the bottom hole. Pull that through. Okay. Now, flip it back over, and you're going to do the final one. So we're going to take the needle back through the middle hole. So when we pull that through, you should wind up with both strings on the outside of your book coming out of that middle hole. And we're gonna cut those tails even, and then just tie a bow. So the waxed linen thread, because it has that wax, it's really gonna help it to stay when you tie a bow. I'm sure you could probably use some other type of thread, but this works really well, I've found. And it's made for this, so if you don't have any, you could probably find something else to use. And just trim the ends. And then take off your binder clips. And voila, you have a journal that is full of Gelli prints, super bright, colorful pages, and you can use this for a lot of different things. Let me show you the one that I just finished yesterday. This is my planner for the month of August. So I basically just went in and divided out the days so that I have 2 days per page, wrote in the date and the day. One other thing that I incorporated into this is the Right Brain Planner from Star Garden. So I think it's myrightbrainplanner.com. These are basically planning pages that she sends out. You can subscribe, and she sends them out each month. And so what I did was basically, after I had my stack of Gelli prints, I just laid her planning pages on top so that it sort of forms the center of my book. That way, she has a full page calendar in here. That way I can just flip open to the middle and see the full page calendar. Now, she did have one other page this month that was also a full page spread. So you see how most of the other ones are just a half page. Since she had another one that was a full page spread, essentially what I did was I went to the next page, the next Gelli print page, and I just folded the planning page in half, and then I glued half of it to a Gelli print page. So it kind of folds out. That way I have access to view all of the planning information and nothing, you know, is obscured or, you know, in the wrong spot. So this is, you know, an excellent way that you can keep track of things around the house, but it's also bright and cheery and artistic. So I also have other sections for lists, like things that I want to do around the house. I have a page that is for blog posts that I want to write, so you can really just customize it and tailor it to whatever you need to use it for. So that's it. I hope that you found this tutorial useful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I will continue to upload videos like this in the future. Thank you.